Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather. So I've got these Christmas village pieces that I got from the dollar store. They take the tea light candles to light up. I've got 2 different churches and I've got about 9 or 10 buildings. I was going to spray paint them white like I'd seen everybody do, put the glitter and Epsom salt on them, but I set them out and I was kind of really liking how colorful they were, just sitting out by by the train set and everything. But I was thinking, my house for Christmas, I am not doing like the traditional colors. I'm going with more of that rose gold or the copper rose colors. So I'm going to spray paint those colors. And then I also was at Valley Village just like the last day or two, and I got a set of these. They will spell out the word Noel. They are brass. I got them at Valley Village at $1.99 each, so like $8 for the set of 4, and they will hold your stocking on your fireplace mantle. And I thought it was perfect. I have 4 kids, 4 letters in Noel. Again, I'm not liking the brass. I've never spray painted brass, so I don't know how it will work. But again, I'm going to spray paint it one of these colors. Now this one here is the champagne pink, which I haven't used yet. It's one I just got. And then I have this vintage blush. So I'm thinking I might do this vintage blush for the my little village, because my colors are going like a totally different color than traditional Christmas colors. I'm kind of doing that pink and whites and golds and coppers. So for these, I kind of like this one. I never used this one, the champagne pink. So I thought I'll use the champagne pink on the brass and see how it works. I think this says it bonds to, yeah, this one says wood, metal, plastic, and masonry. So this one should work to cover up the brass. So I'm just going to go out and spray paint these, and when I'm done, I'll be back with how everything looks. Well, this is my Christmas village set up before I paint it. Yeah, see, my cats have been on there and they knocked some of the people on light post over. But see, there's my little village, and I've got a real working little train. And in the background, I was right in the middle of trying to build a tunnel as well. So I'll be covering the tunnel with that fake snow stuff like this, like what I've got covering the table right here. Whatever this is called, I've got another roll of it, so I was going to cover that with, cover the train tunnel with that, just so it blends in. But there it is. So interesting to see what it looks like when I get all the houses and the churches painted. So I have 2 churches, the bakery, post office, it says general store, and the antique shop. And then I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses and 2 little bridges. And again, I've also, for where the bridges are, I'm going to make a little skating pond with tin foil and some fake snow. So that is my Christmas village. So we'll see what it looks like when I get all the houses all painted. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to paint the people, or I might just leave the people the way they are, because I think they're really cute. They're all colorful and I like them like that. It's taken me about 3 years slowly getting these pieces from the from Dollarama and Dollar Tree to get this size of a display. And then this little train here I've got at a liquidation place we have here in town. It's called Bianca's, and it was like about $5 last year. And I'll see if they have any more trains this year. I'll buy a second train just to always have a spare train. But that's my Christmas village. So I'll come back when I've got it all, when I get the tunnel finished, and I'll get all the little tea lights, because there's the little bag with all my tea lights. I got new batteries in all of them, so that all should be working now. And I'll get the train tunnel covered with the snow, and I'll get all the houses spray painted with the vintage pink, whatever it was called. And I'll be back when I get all that done. Okay, right now I am working on doing my formal dining room table. I have, let's move this out of the way so you can see it, my dining room table. It's a nice solid wood. I forget what kind it is, but to keep my table looking good, I found this tablecloth at a local thrift store quite a few years ago. It's a plastic, but it has the pattern of a lace tablecloth. So even if I have nothing on my table, if I take all my other stuff off, I always have this on. It's easy to wipe off, and it always makes my dining room table look like it's always set nicely. Next, I have this one I'm going to use for my Christmas tablecloth this year. It's this white creamy color tablecloth. And finally, on top, I always have a protective plastic. I buy these at a couple different thrift stores where I live, or not thrift stores, dollar stores we have sell them for between $3 and $6, depending on what size you need. And mine's like the largest table, so mine's usually about $5 or $6. They are so handy to have. They keep the table really, wipeable. Don't have to worry about, my tablecloths getting stained. So I've got this down. The next thing I'll be putting down will be my Christmas placemats. I got these a couple years ago from the Dollar Tree. I really like these ones. They've got new ones this year in blues and silver. And I got like Santa on them, and puppies, but I still like the green with the holly and the ivy and the bells. I'm just gonna put these down, and then for my table runner, I always try to have a table runner. This year I just got this new one a couple months back. It's blue, and it's got like snowflakes in it, glittery blue. I got this one from Marshall's. I think I paid about $15 for it. So I'll put this one down, and then I will set up the rest of my table as I pull everything out, and I'll be back as I do that. Okay, so now I've got my table set up. I've got the placemats and the table runner. You can hear my cat scratching because I was over here touching things. So now she's going to be under the table trying to eat the chair pads. Yeah, so there's what I got so far. Then I'm going to, my next thing I always do is I always start with my centerpiece. And this is the one I had made. If I can get it up here without dropping it. I will get this put in the center. That is the one I had made with those candy dishes to look like lanterns with those deer. So I changed the deer out, and I really like these deer. These ones here, I got these at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 each, because I made that other display and I needed 8 those clear reindeer, and I could only get 6. So I grabbed the 2 that were from here, and I didn't have to do anything. It's the right color. It's a little more brown, but that's okay because the poinsettias in this display are the more of a reddish brown. So just stick it back in here. So I really, oops, now I can't get the deer to stand. Okay, see, I really like how it looks. Again, I don't burn my candles. I'd probably exchange these out for some fancy tea light, battery operated tea light candles. Yeah. See, here's this other deer. See, it came with a little bit of this plastic leaves on it and the ribbon already done. So I didn't have to do anything except just stick them back where the other deer were. But I might get some larger battery operated tea light candles for in here. I use candles just for either the scent or the decoration. So that's my table so far. And I'm just going to get out my dishes, and as I get that out, I'll be showing you what I've got. Okay, so this is what I have for my dishes. So my water glasses, I got these ones. I got the poinsettia on them. And for the other regular glasses, I've got these ones here with the silver band with the snowflakes. This is the set I really like, is this one here. This is the dinner plate. It's got the big snowflake. And I couldn't find the dinner plates like that, but I found this, couldn't find the small saucers. But I found these saucers last year, and they've got the gold and silver snowflakes. I couldn't find the straight gold or silver ones. And then the bowls have just the one solid snowflake in the center. So when I do up my table, my one table place setting will look like that. But the problem I have is my kids warm up their food and they just grab whatever dishes are here, because we keep our dining room table actually set every day. So what I got, I needed microwavable dishes, so I keep this one. Then I've got these poinsettia saucers, and I got the bowls with the holly in them, like that. So that's how this is how I have it set up for every day, for Christmas, kind of this season. As I said, I really like this setup here, but with it not being microwavable, I can't risk having my kids grab this and not even think about it and have a fire in the microwave. So I'm going to be setting up the rest of my table, doing like this. So I'll just have to put these ones here to the side, because I won't be using these ones. I'll be setting up my table just like this. So I do this like once a month. I change out the place settings. So I have a lot of dishes, and I just kind of change, sometimes it's not even the dishes, sometimes it's just, I'll just change out the tablecloths and the runner. That way I don't have to change the dishes all the time. But I like to do this because it's fun, and I keep this table permanently set up year round. So it doesn't take too long to set this up. So everybody gets a full table. It's all set up. And everybody gets, like, a dinner plate, a small little saucer, a bowl, a water glass, and a cup. And then for the silverware, I actually have a container that I keep my silverware in on the table at all times. I will be bringing that in a minute. But there is my table so far. Everybody's got their dishes and the cups. I guess I'll be putting those extra ones back up in the cupboard for now. And I'll just go and grab the silverware and my napkin holder. Okay, I went to put these bowls and plates in the kitchen, and when I did that, I saw my stack of charging, so I forgot to put the chargers down. But I'll show you. This is the charger I was using for fall. And so I'll just quickly show what my fall place setting looked like. I got all these at, between Dollarama and the Dollar Tree. So my fall one, so I'd have this charger, looks like this. It's kind of this pumpkin kind of a color, and it's got the leaves all over it. Then I've got this plate, and then the little saucer, and it has the matching bowl, and it has the matching cup. And for the water glass, I found these ones that have, like, the top rim of it it's hard to see, has the leaves. You can see it's been well used. These leaves wash right off after, I think about 2 years now. But so that would be that one. So that was my fall place setting that I had set up. So now for these ones, I now have to go back and put the chargers down. But I'll show you what I have for chargers. So I've got these ones here, these pumpkin kind of color. And then I found these ones, they're the gray with the wood grain, which I use most of the year. And then I've got these gold ones that I'm going to use for Christmas. I had some red ones, but I can't seem to find them at the moment, but I think the gold will work good because the placemat I'm using has the bells and the stars. So I guess I have to reset the table kind of quickly and put the chargers under, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I had to put the chargers under and I had to put the other dishes back in the kitchen. So here's my place settings. Now this is what I said, I keep my cutlery all the time out on the table. This one, we got this at one of the dollar stores. Is that the price on it? No, I took the price off, so probably $2 or $3 for it at Dollarama. It's got slots for 4 things. So we've got knives, spoons, forks, and chopsticks. And then over here I've got this here. It's got my salt and pepper and napkin holder combination. Just have to find where I put the new Christmas napkins that I had bought. And then I've got my nice big candlesticks that I always have. Again, I'm just going to change them out for Christmas. So I took out the ones that I was using for the fall. I've got these ones. They're actually made out of beeswax. They look like bamboo. They're red and or burgundy and green and gold. And I'm going to put in my Christmas ones. These ones are battery operated. I don't think there's any batteries right now because I couldn't seem to get it to work earlier, but they look like big white Christmas trees. I'll put those in right now. I don't mind my kitchen. It's setting everything up and moving everything around, so I've got extra dishes and plates and everything on my counter on my island right now. So that's my kitchen. That's my dining room table at the moment. Like I said, I think all I need to put out now would just be the paper napkins. Oh, I got to do the regular napkins too, because this is my formal dining room, so I always keep like actual like cloth or the cloth napkins out. So I'm going to use these ones for Christmas. They're just red and they've got this gold poinsettia on the end. Now I'm not one who does my napkins really very fancy. I just fold it. Just gotta figure out where. Gotta figure out which way I do this. Okay. So I just fold them in half twice, so I get this square. Let me just move the camera so I can show you. I just kind of just fold it in half lengthwise, and then fold it in half again like this when I get the poinsettia at this corner. So I'm going to turn it around this way. I'm just going to grab my napkin ring and I just pull the napkin ring through like that. And when I do that, I've got it backwards here. Just got to kind of go like this. So I kind of like make a cone. I just kind of slip my napkin ring through and you get the poinsettia. See, I just do it very simple, very basic little napkin, and it just sits right there like that. And just kind of, it's my formal dining room. This way it just kind of dresses it up and it looks like it's all professionally like styled when it really isn't. Everything here is all from like the dollar stores. The only thing that's not from the dollar store that I actually spent like a lot of money on was this table runner. Which I said I paid $15 a couple months back at Marshall's. This tablecloth that I've got on here, this white one, I just got in the last week or two at a local thrift store for like $6, I think it was. So these placemats were from Dollar Tree, $1.25. The chargers were at Dollarama. They're about $2 each. Then all my plates, saucers, bowls, and these cups were all from Dollar Tree, $1.25 each. And this poinsettia one was from Dollarama. They're $1 each. And these green napkin rings, I got them, had them for a long time. I think I got them at Value Village for a couple dollars. I think I got like 8 or 12 or something. And same with these placemats that these napkins that I have with the poinsettia. I either got them at a yard sale or a thrift store. I'm not sure, but I know I paid like, and I think there's 8 or 12 of them. And I know I paid just a couple dollars for them. So it doesn't really cost a lot to really make your table look like a high-end table. You just have to know how to piece everything together. And you know, you buy dishes. These ones here, I know like they're harder to get because they just kind of, dollar store just kind of bring out whatever they have every season. Thing kind of changes year to year. So I would have really liked to have like a larger plate that's with the poinsettia. I really like it, but they didn't have any. They had one left. I didn't buy it, but they did have a few of these, so that's why I got these ones. And I was looking for bowls that were microwavable, and this was the only pattern that they had a couple years ago. I haven't really looked since. You know, once you buy them, you don't really need them unless a couple break. But I think that's everything for my table. So I'm just going to finish putting those napkins around. And I think my stuff is falling. I think my table is set up for Christmas. I'll shoot a quick shot. Like there's the top of my china cabinet right now. I'll be decorating that soon too. I just have to finish putting the stuff that's up there back in the china cabinet. See, there's my Christmas stuff, so that stuff will be coming out. Yeah, I recently just cleaned this out. I got rid of like half the stuff that was in here. Now it looks so empty. I mean, it's full, but it's empty as compared to what it was a couple weeks ago. Like, you see this? Like I said, I don't burn candles, but I have my candle warmers. I love them. So then you can always have your candles just going. You get the scent, and you never have to worry about having to replace your candles. They'll last for years. Oh, it's just other stuff up here. I think that's it. I'll just go back to my table. See, there's my table from this side. It's all done. There's one more shot of this because I really like the way this turned out. I really like it more now with the other deer than with the deer I've had first done. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, so here's my fireplace mantle so far. I've got the white tree on the right side and that green tree I did on the left. Got my deer up there, and I've got all the stockings hung. I just don't have the snow on there yet. I was just trying to see the placement of everything before I did that. But I really like the way that the brass really took to the champagne pink spray paint. I really like the color of them. I could have kept them brass because I kind of forgot that, yeah, my fireplace is in brass, but it's not really the color scheme we're going for anymore. But I like them in the champagne pink. And there's all my other Christmas deer up there, and this is this two that I bought for me and my husband for our stockings with the cardinals. And I had gotten this sign as well with the cardinals on it. It says Peace on Earth. And there's the other one. And then we've got all our stockings. I've got brand new stockings last year for everybody in the family, and I forget whose are whose, so I just kind of got them hanging up here. My kids will have to remember which ones theirs were, and we'll get them put up properly. Now with the press the button, they're supposed to be like LED, and they're supposed to, let's see, where's the button? LED, and they're supposed to change color. It's probably hard to see in the daylight. Where's the button? I'll just turn it off for now because I don't think it's working. It might need batteries. I'll have to double check that. But that is my fireplace so far at the moment. When I get the rest of it done, I'll be right back. I really like the way my Christmas village has turned out. I like the colors. I kept the people colorful because I like that. But there's the one skating rink, and there's all the houses, and the churches, and all the people, and there's the train tunnel. I ran out of that snow rolled stuff. I'll have to get some more so I can finish the tunnel. Sorry, the sun is right coming through that window. There's the rest of it. I built another little skating pond over here. There's all the people. I have the lamp post just laying down. I'll need to glue them in place because they just want to tip over. And I'll just turn the train on. Oops, hard to do with one hand. Yeah. Turn the train on to make sure it fits through the tunnel. There it goes. Just a very small, simple little Christmas village. It's taken me about 3 years now to get this many houses and this many little people and the train. And every year I'll just buy a couple more houses and some more people and just keep adding to it. Now, so I'll finish. Oh, train just, okay, that's in the way. So the tree is in the way there. So just got to make sure the train can fit through the tunnel. Just got to get some more of that fake snow so I can finish the tunnel off. Just going to stop the train before it falls off the track again. But I really like how it looks. I like the colors. For the houses and the buildings, I used the vintage blush, and then for the churches I had done them in, it was the pink peony, and then I took my can of the spray paint of the champagne pink, which I had used to spray the word, what is it, the Noel letters for the stocking hangers, and I just went over top of all these with a quick little spritz of that to give it more of like a pearlized look. And I was gonna add some like either glitter or fake snow or Epsom salt for the more detailing on the houses, but I really like the way they look, so I probably won't do that this year. You know, I might decide to do that next year, we'll see. But as of right now, I really like the way that this whole thing has turned out. It's taken me all day. But I've got my Christmas village all set up. Even if I don't get the tunnel completely finished this year, that's okay. I've never made the tunnel. The tunnel is actually just made out of a few pieces of styrofoam and duct tape and craft paper. And then I just coated, I just kind of pieced in some of that artificial snow roll stuff. And to hold it in place right now, all I've done is I've just tacked it in with, you know, these like straight pins, like my sewing straight pins, just for now. Just want to make sure I had, you know, enough stuff that it looks okay. It's almost finished, so I'm not worried if I'm not able to get any more of that stuff this year. It's okay. It looks good enough for me for this year. And I've done my fireplace. So mantel is all done. And I've done my formal dining room table is all done as well. I don't know, I think it just stopped recording for a second. I don't know. Okay, so again, just say, yeah, I've got all that done because here's my dining room table. I'll just do another quick shot of it. I added a few Christmas decorations that I found. Oh, I did find my napkins, so I had to fill that up. So the ones I'm using this year, they've got the poinsettia. I got them from Dollar Tree. I think you get a pack of 20 for $1.25. There's my, and I got these little sleighs. I made that one, and my inspiration was this one I bought already done. So I took what I had that was close to that and kind of made a bigger one. And then there's my Christmas village. I'm just gonna go over here, and there is my fireplace, all completely done. And there's the trees, my deer. I've got a few other ornaments that I've added. And right there on the coffee table right there, I've added the Santa boots, poinsettia display that I made. I've got my Santa fireplace screen. And there I've got some real logs, even though it's a gas fireplace. I got my real logs, and I've got my tools for the fireplace sitting there. And then over on this side, I've got these boxes that look like presents. There's a set of 6 of them. I got them either last year or the year before. I got them from Value Village for under $10 for that whole stack. It stands probably close to 4 feet high. So I'll just go back so you can see my whole fireplace. It's all done, all ready for Christmas. And if I come over to this room, oh, I can't see, but there's my Christmas tree. I've got it all decorated. I said it was white, turned yellow. I spray painted it gold last year or the year before. This year I repainted it all white. I added a couple cans of that artificial snow. I've got a tree topper up there that lights up, but it takes batteries, so I can't reach it at the moment. Otherwise I would turn that on. But there's my tree. And then under the tree I've got some of these boxes here. They're metal boxes. I got them for like $1, $1.50 at a local thrift shop store a couple months back. And I got this the other day. Snoopy jumps out of the Jack-in-the-Box and it plays this Christmas tree. I got that at Value Village for like $4. I'll pan out, so to under my tree I've got this cardboard nativity scene picture, and then under this table I've got my 2 big Santa Claus, and there's this nativity scene, and then I've got this big topiary cage. I don't really know what it's called, but in here I have actually made each one of those birds that you see in there are all on its own little nest. I made those a couple years ago, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. I know there's 7 birds in there in total, but I've made 5 big nests. I will do another video on how I made those coming up in the spring. Then my other shelf here, it's got Christmas stuff all throughout different shelves. Just all my different Christmas ornaments that we've got. Won't show it too high because I got my 2 oldest girls graduated, so I got their class grad photos up there. Don't think they want me to have those in my videos. I'll try not to show them. I told my kids I wouldn't put their pictures or names in my videos unless they were actually helping me with the video. So just do one more quick thing, because I really like the way my fireplace is looking. I think I've got it all decorated. I totally think I've now got my house 90% decorated, ready for Christmas. All that's left, oh, what did I do? Oh, I know, over here. Just gotta come back over here to my dining room. This wall here, I hung up the pets each get a stocking. We got 1 dog and 2 cats, and there's my Betty Boop stocking and the Christmas countdown calendar. I've got over on this wall all I did was just zip tie these to the banister. In the last few years, last like 10 years or so, I usually decorate the banisters with garland and lights, but I'm not going to do that this year. I just want to keep things more simple. So I think that's my entire house. On this side of my house is all done and decorated for Christmas. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for watching my video on how I decorated my formal living room and formal dining room for Christmas. My next videos I will have up very shortly. I've got so many videos I've been working on. I'll have those up pretty soon as well. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you. Bye.